Tonight's show is brought to you by HelloFresh. Go to HelloFresh.com/CAGcast12 and use code CAGcast12 for 12 free meals, including free shipping.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to CAGcast episode number 675. I'm your host, GPD, here in Long Island, New York. And as always, we're joined by a man who also is announcing a big acquisition, Wombat.
I acquired dinner tonight. Does that count? Is that a big?
Did you acquire it or did you eat it?
Isn't that the same thing?
No.
Pretty sure it's the same thing.
For the purposes of the show, it is the same thing.
It's the same thing. So, same thing. That's all I got. I don't know what you're expecting. I don't know what kind of magic you're expecting from me.
Something.
This is it. This is what you get.
Turn this into something magical. I guess it didn't happen. Shipwreck, how you doing? What do you got?
I got nothing. What's going on?
No? Played ping pong outside today for the first time. First day of the season.
Yesterday? Yesterday was so much nicer.
It was busy yesterday, I think.
We did the outside.
What does that entail for you?
Oh, actually, no, it wasn't the busyness. It wasn't the busyness. There was too much ice and snow still on the patio.
That's crazy. How is that even possible? It was like 65 degrees. There was
a little bit left. I tried my best to prepare. I basically got down to so it would be good for today. And we played today, and that was magical.
That's nice.
Ping pong outdoors is magical.
We had a Nerf gun battle outdoors instead. Nerf guns outside.
Feel like we're starting to turn the corner here.
I hope so. I'm ready for spring. How about you, Ship? You ready for spring?
Sure.
It's not going to matter.
Why not? It doesn't matter. I work at this computer, and then occasionally I go outside. Spring only matters if COVID is gone. Other than that, it's all the same stuff.
You have a nice yard.
Sure, I can go out in my yard. I'm still in my yard.
So, just saying.
You don't use it when it's snow covered, probably that much.
Sure, you can go out there when it's snowing. The yard's still there,
right?
Even when the snow is on top of it,
right?
I guess the daylight savings. That's where it kicks in. That's the exciting part, I guess.
That would be Sunday. Sunday. We'll give you the whole clock, but you'll only need an hour.
Yeah, daylight's good for one's mood, improving one's mood. More daylight.
It's good to like not go down into my basement in the morning when it's dark and then come out of my basement when it's dark. It's nice.
Right.
That's some mug you got there, Cheapy.
It's a mug of tea.
Yeah, I can see that.
It's large.
It's the size of your head. It's a my tea.
I burnt my head now, but It's worth it for the visual.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I decided not to have the latte tonight. I feel like my throat hurts a little bit, and I feel like a little tea would be good instead of the latte.
Honey in the tea?
Nah, I'm not. That's too fancy.
Oh, I like honey in my tea.
I do too, but I also like just pouring water in a cup and walking away.
I guess.
That's me. Anything else going on?
We're going to look at another bat mitzvah spot tomorrow.
Nice.
I'm hoping it's the final one to look at tomorrow.
Do they have arcade games?
They do not.
Bowling.
So no bowling. This is
sucks.
A much more low-key situation. So we'll see how
more low. Wait, I feel like Dave and Buster's is pretty low key. This is just like a room.
This is just a room, and it's a fancier place, but less bells and whistles and noise and things. It's a more refined establishment.
Okay, I understand now.
What do you get?
I get nothing out of it. We get food. There'd be food. And they have like a little stage for like the ceremony.
But it's not like restaurant food. It's going to be like.
No, it is. It is a restaurant.
Oh, it is a restaurant. Okay.
It is a restaurant.
It's okay.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's what I had my bar mitzvah in a restaurant.
In fact, the food would be, if we pick this place, a Top Chef winner would be the chef for the bat mitzvah. So that's a thing, right?
Top Chef winner. Wow.
Yeah. That's fancy, right?
I guess.
Oh.
Fancier than mine. There was
I
no
think
winners
so.
involved.
Yeah.
Except me as the bar mitzvah boy.
Yeah.
You
Sure.
get like presents and stuff for this? Or
Money.
what? You
Uh-huh.
get money. Okay.
Money.
Cash money.
And then you're supposed to like open an account.
I got some presents, but it's like, I think I got a trumpet. I think I got maybe some luggage, perhaps.
I got a piece of luggage that I had for like forever, basically.
Yes,
after
same.
Mhm.
I think I got a luggage set, if we're being totally honest.
No, I did not. I remember it was a Toomey bag.
Toomey.
Toomey. Very nice name brand piece of luggage. Mhm.
Fantastic.
Mhm.
I really missed out on this experience. Seems like
Should we move on? Yeah, I mean,
And you're supposed to get bonds. Lots of bonds.
yes.
Yeah.
Some
so you don't
bonds.
spend them until you're 25.
I don't remember anything happening with my bar mitzvah money. I don't know. I couldn't tell you where it went.
Mm-mm.
And I don't think it was very sizable. We had a very small one, I think.
Some of it, I think, actually, I know some of it went to pay for college. Not like all 4 years, but like part of the first semester of my freshman year.
I was going to say this is some pretty substantial money if we're talking college money.
Right. I don't think that was my situation.
Mhm.
Luggage, though. Really
Can't
nice
beat it.
luggage.
Can't beat it.
How about some show feedback? Can you beat that?
I can't. All right. So this one is from Tonazors.
Tone Loke.
Tonezors. Do you all ever experience situations where games or other media portray something you're intimately familiar with incorrectly and it takes you out of the experience?
Oh, can I just tell you that I read this before the show and this is one of the worst pieces of show feedback ever. Go ahead.
Yes. Think hackers watching Swordfish or someone who is into firearms who can't help but count how many shots the bad guy takes between reloads. For me, it's when you guys talk about cars. Lest anyone get any ideas from these guys, no, the Ford EcoSport is not a truck. Calling an EcoSport a truck is like saying the treatment of Republicans is akin to Jews during the Holocaust. Sure, it's a thing you can say, but it's also very dumb and very wrong. It's a lifted Ford Fiesta. Love the show.
Love to compare everything to Holocaust, no matter what.
And the EcoSport's a truck. It's an SUV. I don't care what you
Look,
say.
That's a regional thing. Nobody in Ohio calls SUVs trucks.
It's also hyperbole. Do you have hyperbole in Ohio?
No, we don't have that either.
I believe it. But I'm very well aware of the existence of the crossover and the SUV and the truck and all the shit. But the reality is, at the end of the day, you got a sedan and you got everything else. And at this point, everything else is a truck. Well, these days.
What? You got a sedan and you have everything else.
But everything else is a truck.
It's not.
It's a lifted car.
Trucks.
It's a lifted car. What is a lifted
Four-
car if
it's
not a truck?
Four-wheel drive. It's a sport utility vehicle. Is that what I'm supposed to say? I mean,
Yeah, they have names. It's not a truck. There's
I
no
don't know.
bed.
I know
There's no bed
it's
in
called
these.
hyperbole. It's called hyperbole. I'm well aware that I am generalizing against all the subsections of vehicles, but in my opinion, if it's not a sedan and it's higher than my car, then it's a truck.
Now the Explorer is not a truck, then too, right?
It is
The Explorer is a truck.
definitely.
'Cause, I mean,
Explorer is a truck.
It's pretty big, and it has captain chairs and a third row seating.
It's
Does
gigantic.
that make it?
Yes, that's a truck.
that a truck?
A Suburban is a truck also. Basically, any vehicle that is really has no real non-commercial purpose, but has been given one just by putting more seats in it, that's a truck, basically, for my definition.
Are there no vans in your world?
Well, that's a
A
van.
van is a truck too, pretty much.
I mean,
You don't
I would
really
say-
see minivans.
I
You
don't
don't really see
understand this,
vans anymore, except for commercial vehicles, and those are trucks. Do you see a lot of
Yeah.
vans anymore?
where there's vans around.
Like what kind of van?
I was behind a van just the other day, an Astro van. It had the license plate of.
Yeah, but that's like 20 years old. That car.
It said Tesla. Its license plate was Tesla.
Was it an Astro van with a Tesla?
It was an
license?
Astro van with a Tesla license plate.
So I'm talking about cars that were made in maybe the last 15
it was a
years
caravan.
or so.
It was a caravan. I was wrong.
Same thing.
I call
really.
it.
They don't make those. They don't do that
vans.
really.
I would
anymore.
agree that an Astro van and a caravan are basically the same thing, but they're not trucks.
Although when I used to work at the carpet store when I was a teenager, and we would have to get the carpet into the van in the mornings to bring out to all the places that for the installs, they would say load up the trucks. So
again, it's a regional thing.
I know.
Nobody says that here.
I know. Nobody says that here either. I only say it because I am bitter when I try to park a normal car, a regular car. The parking spaces
a
are
sedan, if you will.
What's that? Yeah. Okay. A sedan, like, a car that, a car. How about a car? We call it a car. And, you have to park next to a Suburban, which is doesn't really fit in the spot. And it's like, well, what? Nobody's supposed to park next to you? It's like, how does that work? Or like these pickup trucks that you see where the hood of the car now, the hood of the truck is like a human being in the street. It's like at head level, basically. It's like, it's a monster machine, really. Like a pickup truck is not even a truck anymore. Those are monster machines. SUVs are trucks, and vans are
vans.
We've solved it.
So is it like a Long Island thing? I'll ask you, Prick. Do you think it's like a Long Island thing that we all call SUVs trucks?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Do people do that? I don't know that people do that here. I'm bitter.
All my friends do it too.
Oh, they do? Okay.
Yeah, everyone I know. It's like, who's driving to the thing? Oh, I'll pick you up. I'll take the truck, and then it's a Cherokee.
That's not a thing. It's certainly not in the Midwest. A truck is a very specific that has a bed on it.
If you have to climb up into it, it's a truck.
I call them hoagies.
I call it pop. Mm-hmm. Pop on wheels. If you have to step up into it, it's a truck. If you can't hit the roof of it with, when it snows on top of it and you can't clear it with the stick, that's a truck.
You can clear the top of an EcoSport.
Yes, you can.
It's not as easy. Well, you know what? I was so used to the Fiesta where I just had to like rub my hand over the top and it was cleared off. This was different.
I will admit that an EcoSport is not a truck. I drove by an EcoSport the other day, and while it was like a weird shape and it was like high, like it was vertical, it was somehow small at the same time.
That's exactly. That's
you know what I mean?
Like you've described Wombat. That's why you went with the EcoSport.
Now you know why it's the perfect car for me.
I was like, well, look at that thing. It's so big. And then I'm driving by and I go, oh my God, it's so small. So yeah, I know too much about the EcoSport. When Wombat told us he was getting an EcoSport, we Googled it. So I know all about it.
And they like to make fun of me for, I don't know, having not a fancy car. I don't know.
That's not why.
That was not the thing at all. We were just like wanting you to make sure before you bought it that you had all the facts.
It goes well with the Explorer, which is the nice one.
Right. It makes the Explorer look that much better.
It does make the Explorer look. Although the shiny red EcoSport does look nice. I think it's a nice looking car, but whatever. It doesn't matter.
I get excited when I see them now. I think of you.
Uh-huh. Excellent. Thank you.
Yes.
Should I move on?
Yes. By the way, I was kidding when I said that was the worst comment ever. It was not the worst comment ever. However, if I could offer some advice, no need ever to bring up the Holocaust unless you're like in a situation where you're talking about history and the Holocaust, but not in a comparison to like what somebody else made a comparison to, or a video game, or a car, or it's not a great idea if I say so. Anyway, let's move on.
All right. I got the next couple of comments from YouTube.
Okay.
From the full show on YouTube. Andrew Crossley has to say, I'm pretty sure it'll be easy to buy those comics. I don't think Wombat will have to worry. This is in regards to the Batman Fortnite crossover comics that are coming out in April. We had discussed if I should be pre-ordering them and setting up a pull list at a local comic book shop, and I can confirm that I have done that.
Woo!
Yeah.
Way to
They-
go on that.
They
Did it,
emailed
man.
me. I did it via email because that's how they recommended I do it, and that was after visiting the store. They said, just email us. I'm like, all right. And I did, and they emailed me back and said, you're all set. So I'm excited to get my 6 Batman Fortnite crossover comics. Shipwreck, I sent you the picture of the cover that they released of Batman and Snake Eyes together. I didn't know if you actually looked at it.
I looked at it.
Did
Yeah.
you get
fact-
sexually aroused from it?
It's got Batman and Snake Eyes together at last.
The duo I've always wanted.
I don't know. I think it's weird in the sense that so Snake Eyes usually is, well, he's not Marvel anymore though, right? Because then now it's IDW.
He's IDW now. Yeah.
So I guess they're probably more willing to make a deal with DC Comics than I don't know how any of this works. But
Whatever, you're
even
gonna get
know
it.
if They
That's
have
the important thing.
deal to make there. Maybe they have a slight deal. I would think Hasbro probably owns the rights to
Hasbro
things.
now has a 5-year agreement with Fortnite. So whatever that means.
means
Means you
you
get-
get some My Little Pony soon.
Transformers
Mhm.
coming up.
Something like
skinny
that.
Transformers, like the girl.
RC.
They have like a mech character that shows up in the shop every now and again. So there's precedence for the size of that kind of character.
Right.
Yeah.
Uh,
And
before
I
you
don't know what Snake Eyes and Batman will be doing. Like, I see
shooting,
them on a cover. No, but in the comic book, what is this comic book?
shooting and building walls.
It's gonna be apparently, it's all about the lore of Fortnite. We've talked about this before. There's
Little kids screaming and building walls and shooting.
yeah.
That's the lore.
Mhm.
That's yes.
I don't know. Well,
Is-
I'll
is
let
that-
you know.
Is that issue like? Is it exclusively just Batman and Snake Eyes palling around, or is just Snake Eyes just going to be like, "Hey,
You asked me like I wrote it.
Pre-order that. Well, you did pre-order it.
I did. I
Oh, good.
pre-ordered all 6.
You
and
let
I'll
us know when it comes in.
Yeah. We have a month.
Right. By the way, before you move on to this next show feedback, I just want to defend my car knowledge, if I can, for a second.
Oh my God.
I actually do know. I'm not saying like I'm a car expert, but I spent my nerdy junior high school experience in the library reading car magazines in study hall because you could just fill out a form and they would just give you any magazine that they had in the collection. And I was into cars. So I know what the cylinders mean. I know all that stuff. You understand? I know I know V and the number. I know all that shit. So when I'm talking about trucks and SUVs, I'm like trying to be funny, okay? Trying to make jokes. Some people got to bust out the Holocaust references, but I'm just trying to make the jokes.
Can we
That's
move
all.
on now?
Of course. Move on to
Because
this
I feel
last.
like we're beating a dead horsepower here.
Oh!
Stuart Bagley has to say, FYI, Outriders, which we talked about that played the demo last week, Outriders is not a games as service. It's more like Borderlands where there's a campaign that ends. There are no daily or weekly quests, no shared social spaces, no microtransaction. It's a game that if the game does well, they may do an expansion, but as it stands, what's in the box is the full experience. Which leads me to ask my next question, then why the fuck can't I pause the goddamn game?
Yeah. I mean, that's a great feature, pausing the game. I'm a big fan of that feature.
It's the biggest, it's the most important quality of life feature of any game that requires more than 10 minutes of playtime.
Maybe somebody can clip this and then we can send this to the developers.
Yeah. Because I don't want to start a mission that's going to take 25 minutes knowing that I can't pause it.
Yep.
So
I'm more interested in trying this game now that I know that it's not a service.
the demo
that
is
it's in
still
fact a
live.
game.
You
It's
could
fun.
go and check it out.
I don't need to play a demo.
Well,
Right.
your demo progress carries over. Oh,
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
If that's the case,
Yep.
I would be interested in
yeah.
trying. the demo.
When you play the demo, if you buy the game, it just picks up from where you left off.
Best demo feature.
Mhm.
That's it for the the show feedback. It looks like.
Yeah. I think it was good. It was a fruitful endeavor.
Fruitful, yes. We learned a lot about cars. Let me know if you need to know the 0 to 60 time of a 1984 Nissan Maxima. I'll hook you up.
I could care less.
I memorized those. Even like the boring cars. Like I would know the Ford EcoSport 0 to 60 time in 1986.
And a Nissan Sentra, a 1994 Nissan Sentra?
That's past my time. And I'm old now. I don't remember that. But I literally, in the back of these car magazines, they'd have the table and I would just memorize it because I don't know why. All right. Watch this, boys.
Yeah. Am I going first? I guess I'm going first.
Do it.
I watched Coming to the number 2, America, starring Eddie Murphy and Arsenio Hall.
I watched approximately 23 minutes of that.
What, you said I had enough and just...
I mean, I had to beg Mrs. Cheapy just to like give it a chance. And she was like, skeptical. And I'll admit, like I laughed like a couple times, like some light laughs in the beginning, but you know, the Pepsi product placement in like the first 5 minutes of the movie.
There's a lot of product placement in that movie. There's a lot of really
bad,
bold product placement in that movie.
And some of the jokes are really lame, and then they just repeat them. Like he's got a big spoiler in the movie. The plot revolves around him. He has a child before he got married. And he's going to America to get the child, to visit him and see what's up. And he keeps referring to the kid as his bastard child. And over again, like we're supposed to laugh every time he says that. He must have said it 5 times. I only watched the first 20 minutes. And I was like, this is bad.
Did you watch Dolomite Is My Name?
I didn't, but I hear good things about that.
That's a good movie. It's the same director. I believe it's the same writers. Both have Wesley Snipes and Eddie Murphy in it. A lot of the same cast members. It's interesting to me how much better Dolomite Is My Name is over Coming to America. And Coming to America, I mean, it's cute enough. You know,
Did you laugh? That's really all that matters with this movie.
I don't think I laughed out loud once.
Oy.
It's very reference heavy. Where you're going, oh, hey, look, it's the...
They were there again.
I remember that.
I laughed during the funeral in the beginning.
Who doesn't?
But I don't know. I tried to continue watching it while I was doing the dishes on my Amazon show, and that's as it was intended to be watched. As any fine piece of cinema is intended to be watched. By the way, that thing fucking sucks. It can't even like stream that. It can't even stream Amazon Prime properly, like without crashing. Twitch is horrible on it. There's a glitch on the Amazon show, which Twitch is owned by Amazon.
I am familiar.
If you pay, I'm one of the suckers that they got to pay for no ads on Twitch. There's something called like Twitch Turbo or something. Basically, the only thing you get is no ads across Twitch. Except on Amazon Show, you get a nice 15-second like screen of commercial. It just says commercial break happening. You don't even get to see the ad. It's like, come on, if you can't figure it out for your own device. Anyway, Coming to America. Yeah, I don't know. It's not good. It's not good.
It's not.
Arsenio looks good though, I gotta say.
They all look good. I mean,
Eddie's ballooned up a kind of
a little bit, but he's not a young man. Give him some credit.
Sure, but Arsenio's not either. He looks good.
I know. They're all fine. No one in the movie is bad. I don't think that's not the issue I have with it. It's no one.
Just the movie is bad. Probably.
It's just it's a little vanilla.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Should we talk about WandaVision?
At the end of the show.
But we should talk a little bit about it now.
Why?
I don't know.
We're going to talk about it at the end of the show.
Let's just say if we liked it or not. The whole series as a whole.
Yes, I like the whole series as a whole very much.
Give it a score out of 10 right now. Go.
8.5.
Shipwreck.
Same. 8.5.
Wrong. 8.
Okay.
Thank you. Was this the McLaughlin group?
Yes. Wrong. I watched that show. I love that show.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, it was pretty good. I watched the actual show, not the Saturday Night Live spoof.
I don't care.
Very highbrow.
I prefer the Saturday Night Live spoof.
I felt like
Yes.
there were some missed opportunities there with WandaVision, but overall,
okay, we're going to talk about it in less than an hour.
Show.
Yes,
Hold
sounds
your
good.
horses.
Sounds good. I'm tickling their ass with a feather.
Go insult an entire religion. What else did you watch?
I watched. Well, there's a new murder show on Netflix, so we watched it, and this one is called Murder Among the Mormons. And this is good for a number of reasons. One, it's only 3 45-minute episodes or thereabouts. So it's very respectful of your time. Wombat, did you watch it?
No, I'm waiting for the second one.
The second one is it's got a very unique twist to it. Unlike other murder shows. I don't want to spoil anything, but unlike the other murder shows that we've watched, it definitely had a unique twist. And the characters, I mean, they're not characters, they're real people. They seem like characters, some of them, and you're like, is this guy like wearing a costume and acting for this interview? Like it's good. I would recommend Murder Among the Mormons. Mrs. Cheapy also enjoyed it. I don't want to ruin anything, but
is that just the two things? What's the third?
Oh, what was the third thing? It's in 4K.
All right.
I think it was good though. It was good. I also watched the first episode of Ted Lasso, finally, Ship.
Yes, you should watch more Ted Lasso.
Mrs. Cheapy wasn't quite feeling it, so now I'm on my own. And I don't know if that makes it easier or harder. But I did enjoy it.
It's very good. You should keep watching. And the first episode is the weakest out of all the episodes.
Okay, that's good. That's really good to know because I can use that with Mrs. Cheapy. I'm going to tell her that you guaranteed she would enjoy the further episodes.
I don't know if I can guarantee it for her. She likes all this murder and sex stuff.
Right. Oh, yeah. I got a good sex stuff coming up in a minute. Yeah, it was good. It was funny. I laughed. Mrs. Cheapy was looking at her phone a lot.
That's unfortunate. But
I agree. I'm working on it.
The first episode is much more conventional. And like you said, it's like Major League.
Right. I'm like, hey, wait a minute. Is this the plot of Major League that's happening right now? You almost don't understand what's happening in the first episode until like halfway through or so, like what really is going on here. But yeah, I enjoy it. I'm going to watch it. We started another show on Netflix that's been around for a while. I think they already have like 5 or 6 seasons. And that was recommended by somebody in the CAG chat, I believe, during one show. And that show is called Outlander. And that is a very horny show. And the cool thing about this show is that it's got time travel and a very horny female lead character. And you usually don't come across those two things in the same show. And it's about a woman in the 1940s who travels back in time for some reason to like Scotland in like the 18th century or 19th century. And
yeah, my wife started this show and she couldn't get into it.
Really?
So.
There's a lot of humping. Like,
some people need more than humping in their lives.
I guess.
I don't know who those people are. But
right.
Some people need.
Mrs. Cheapy was into it for sure. It's nice to see like the lead character of a show be a female and be horny and it just be like, okay, as the show, like as part of the show. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Should I save this for your uncomfortable segment?
No, it is. It sounds like something that you watch. Yes.
Because usually what happens, I watch these shows and the thing comes up on the top. It says strong sexual content, nudity, and it's all like guys' butts. Like American Gods now, it's all like naked guys and penises. Like, come on already. But Outlander. So far, we only watched the first episode, but it's very well reviewed and yeah, horny, very horny. And also, I just want to give a shout out to we started watching Cobra Kai again. We're in the middle of the second season, and not to spoil things for our WandaVision talk later, but I found just a random episode in the middle of the season 2 of Cobra Kai to have a more emotional response on me than any part of WandaVision.
No one cares.
Just saying.
Are you going to go buy some Cheez-Its and get your free copy of
Yeah, you
Cobra Kai, the
gotta-
video game?
Wait, is that what happens?
2 boxes. You got to buy 2 boxes of cheese.
I don't think I want to play the game though. I think I just want to watch the show.
But it's free game.
I just want to play the game. I have played most of the game. And I,
Show
think
is
Don't
so
you have the
chill.
game?
I do have the game.
Yeah, I don't.
He doesn't have the show though.
I don't have the show. I'm living it through the game.
You know what's
it out.
going on, right? You're getting
know
all the
what's
plot
going on.
points, the subtleties, the
Yeah.
emotional connections, the heartfelt.
You beat up a guy at a car dealership, right?
Maybe.
That probably happens in the show.
Yeah, something like that. There was something went down at the car dealership. All right. Here's a question from @PhotoTurtle. He asks, which is better on HBO Max, Doom Patrol or Titans looking to start a new series?
Animated Justice League.
Is that a new show?
No, but it's better than both of those.
Titans was
Animated Justice League.
Wait a
You gotta
minute.
watch all that into Justice League Unlimited.
When is animated? What is animated? When is that from?
It's a kids show.
It's from the early 2000s.
Wait a minute. You didn't like Titans? We talked about Titans when it came out, and we
I'm
agreed that it was
saying
good.
the animated Justice League show from the early 2000s is better than both Doom Patrol and Titans by like 900 miles.
How about if they just watched the Superboy episode of Titans, just as standalone?
I like Titans more than Doom Patrol. I thought the second season of both shows was significantly weaker than the first seasons of both shows. Titans, any episode that features Hawk and Dove, you can instantly skip over because Hawk and Dove are 2 of the worst characters to ever appear in a live action superhero anything. And for Doom Patrol, as soon as they introduce a child into the mix, the whole show goes downhill so fast.
You're not wrong on either of these counts.
That I literally stopped watching Doom Patrol because I'm like, I don't care about the little girl. If I wanted to, I don't want to watch. I'm not watching the show to learn about children.
And I don't know, like, no offense, like, to little girls that have monkey faces, but that's not getting me to watch it more. If the little girl in question has a monkey face,
And it's just uninteresting.
right?
Yeah. It became too much about that, and I just didn't care. That's what I'm telling you. The animated Justice League show from the early 2000s
Okay, fine.
with Kevin Conroy Batman is the best of the DC content. Actually, it's up there. It's probably like neck and neck with the animated Harley Quinn cartoon, the Kelly Cuoco Harley Quinn show. Those 2 shows are totally worth watching. They're worth your time. That goes for you too, GB.
I watched the Bar Mitzvah episode of the
That's good. Yep.
the Harley Quinn show.
Yep.
Definitely check. Didn't you? You didn't think that the Superboy episode of Titans was exceptional?
It's great. Yeah,
Okay.
I never said it was bad.
And I don't think you need to even watch the other ones. I think you'll just find out where that happens because it's good.
Yeah.
Now, do you want to why don't you do the ad now, Wombat? And then we can just cruise through the rest of the show. Like, just relax.
So you want me to talk about HelloFresh?
That's what I want you to do.
Do you know what HelloFresh is?
I've had almost 200 HelloFresh boxes come to my house.
I posted a picture of all my recipe cards recently. The stack was about 2 feet tall. But anyway, with HelloFresh, you get fresh, pre-measured ingredients and mouth-watering seasonal recipes delivered right to your door. HelloFresh lets you skip those trips to the grocery store and makes home cooking easy, fun, and affordable. And that's why it's America's #1 meal kit. HelloFresh cuts out stressful meal planning and grocery store trips so you can enjoy cooking and get dinner on the table in about 30 minutes or less. HelloFresh offers 10 to 20-minute meals, low prep recipes, and quick breakfasts and lunches perfect for your busy schedule. With 25 plus recipes to choose from each week, there's something for everyone to enjoy. All recipes are designed and tested by professional chefs and nutritional experts to ensure deliciousness and simplicity. HelloFresh offers the flexibility you need with customizable orders every week. You can easily change your delivery days or food preferences and skip a week whenever. I actually just recently changed my food preferences from, I think it was like Chef's Choice or whatever the default is, to Calorie Smart. So now my defaults are always going to be the Calorie Smart meals because I'm a fat guy and my doctor yelled at me for 25 minutes.
You were doing Calorie Stupid before. That was
exactly.
the problem.
Now I'm doing calorie smart. And you know what? I had the chicken chimichurri jumble for dinner tonight, and it was grilled chicken with the chimichurri sauce with jalapenos and a sweet potato black bean jumble, and it was so good. I could eat that every day for the rest of my life and probably not complain. So
Nice.
I can't.
We made the
speak-
chili. We made the regular straight up beef chili last night.
Yeah, I can't eat that anymore. But I'm glad you had it.
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
It was
fine.
good. It was good.
I'm sure it was delicious. Also, for those who are curious, Green Chef is now owned by HelloFresh, and with a wider array of meal plans to choose from, there's something for everyone. We love switching between the brands, and now you guys can too. You guys can enjoy both brands with discounts from us. So go to HelloFresh.com/CAGcast12 and use code CAGcast12 for 12 free meals, including free shipping. That's HelloFresh.com/CAGcast12 and use code CAGcast12 for 12 free meals, including free shipping. HelloFresh, America's #1 meal kit.
You can use the link in the chat to sign up right now, and then
Do it.
you'll have food show up at your house in the near future.
Mhm.
All right, it's time for new releases.
Okay.
Get it.
Not much here to get.
Come on.
Postal Redux came out. You interested in reduxing some Postal?
I don't. Wait a minute. Then didn't they do that already? I feel like that happened already.
It's happening again. If it happened already.
Oh wow. I'm not interested in that.
Fair enough. There's not much on this list. What's Doug Hates His Job? Is that any good? It's for Switch. It's $5.
I don't know what that is.
Apex Legends came out for Switch. Are you back in now?
No. I'm not playing on Switch, and also I don't really play that game anymore. I don't want to study. But I would try it. I would like if I had a friend who was interested, I would play with them on PC because I think it's crossplay now. Everywhere. I heard the Switch version's not too hot. By the way. But
That seems like a fair assumption.
right. It's not.
Did I say HelloFresh.com/CAGcast12 or 12CAGcast?
You have you said it right. I guess they changed the link so it's not updated in the chat.
Oh, okay. I was getting nervous for a second.
No.
Sorry about that.
That's okay.
What about Loop Hero? I've seen buzz about that one.
A lot of people are talking about that game. I don't know anything about it because it's not available on anything I could play it on. But every time I go on, I am playing something though that's on this list.
How can you be playing something on this list? I've looked at this list. What are you
I'm playing Kill It with Fire.
What is Kill It with Fire?
It's Kill It. They sent me a code for the Xbox One. It is a game where it's been on the PC for a while, but it just came out on consoles this week. And you are a person, I assume.
Fantastic.
In your home, and your home is infested with spiders, like just regular spiders, and you have to kill all the spiders. But you have to do it in fun and unique ways, like I don't know, an aerosol can that sprays fire, or a pistol, or a shotgun.
That sounds good.
And you're like, when you use the fire, you also light your house on fire. So it's funny, it's silly that you're going through all these extreme measures to rid your house of spiders, and when you're done, your house is destroyed. That's the fun of it. You're also like, there's a lot of hidden doodads to find throughout, like hidden pictures and little challenges and new weapons and fun stuff like that. It's a cute game. It's fun. It's $12, so it's easy to recommend if you're looking for like a cute little fun, silly game like that. It's fairly casual. Yep.
Cool.
Yeah.
What else?
That's it.
That's it.
I've only been playing Kill It with Fire. I'm sorry.
Loop Hero, I figured you would have something to say about Cheapy. Also, Forza Horizon 4 came out for Steam, I know.
Why is that exciting?
On Steam, it's Forza Horizon 4.
Okay.
A really good game.
But
and now people
But you
Then
could
buy
always.
it on Steam.
But
and
couldn't
play
you
it.
just get it on the Microsoft thing that's on build? It's installed in everybody's computer.
Sure, but now you can play it on Steam.
Right. But if they wanted to play it, it was there. Right.
Not on Steam.
Yeah, I'm not that excited about it. I mean, yeah, it's great. I love Forza Horizon 4. Great. Good. Everybody enjoy it.
Mhm.
What else? That's it, you said.
You can keep asking me what else. I'm not
Can you
gonna find
add
anything
something
else on
interesting,
the-
please?
There's nothing interesting on this new release list other than kill it with fire, apparently.
All right. Well, there's nothing more interesting than Wombat's fortnightly news. Right, Wombat?
Right. Only a week to go
Yep.
until season
Batman.
6.
And is that Batman time?
Here's the thing. I'm thinking it's got to be something DC related because the season comes out the same week of, they're doing all this Batman DC comic book crossover stuff. It comes out the same week as the Snyder Cut comes out. They added some new DC characters previously in the store. I feel like they're sort of building to a DC related thing.
Yep. You know what? Angetron7 in the chat figured it out. It's Hawkeye.
Hawkeye's
Hawkeye's coming to
the
Fortnite.
Avengers. Yeah. Same
Coming
week
to
as the
Fortnite.
Avengers.
He did such a great job in Marvel's Avengers that he's going to work his magic over in Fortnite now.
So we have next week, season 6. They're doing the finale thing a little differently this time, whatever, where instead of having one big event that you have to get in line to hopefully see, it's a solo event that will get triggered when you log on for the first time once the new season starts. I kind of like that a lot better because this way I don't have to worry about not getting in and having an upset son.
Right.
Yeah. So,
Stressful.
yeah. And they do a really good job on these. At least the last year of them have all been pretty exciting. So
Right.
I'm looking forward to it. I'm excited to see what the new season is. And I guess that's that.
But Batman is going to be in Fortnite, or he's in Fortnite
He's
already?
Batman was added to Fortnite like a year and a half ago. Before I was playing Fortnite, Batman was in Fortnite.
Because Carl Kramer writes in and he says he's surprised that nobody mentioned on the last show how wrong it is for Batman to be in Fortnite, because Batman's pretty much against guns and Fortnite is a game mostly about shooting people, as far as I could tell. So yeah, I guess no problem. The money's, hey, look, Batman needs money too. And if guns are going to pay the bills, guns are going to pay the bills.
Yeah, I don't know. It's Batman. I don't know what to tell you. I do have the Batman in Fortnite. I have that skin.
I believe it.
Mm-hmm.
And he's got a assault rifle and just mowing people down.
Pretty much, yeah.
As Batman is known to do.
Yeah, I mean, I could do the Christian Bale Batman. Maybe he's more because I have that skin too.
Nice.
It came as it was a package deal.
I'm not wearing hockey pads.
Exactly. So
it's good. He did a great job with that voice, by the way, Christian Bale.
Oh yeah,
really
it's
nice.
a winner.
Really. What else we got here? Is it time to talk about Turtles? The new Turtles game?
Yeah, new Turtles game. That looks good.
Shredder's Revenge.
Yes.
So it's a classic side-scrolling beat 'em up in the style of the original arcade game.
Yeah, it's in that same type of gameplay and art style. It's the 80s Turtles. I don't know. Both my kids are really into it because they've played through those two old Turtle games numerous times. So
when does it come out?
I don't know.
So and it's made by the Streets of Rage 4 people, right? Or no?
It's made by a combination, I think, of the Streets of Rage 4 people and I believe the
Halo.
Scott Pilgrim
Is it the team from
people as
Halo?
well.
Oh, Scott Pilgrim. I thought Halo.
Probably somebody from Halo's got to be involved.
Oh,
as
okay,
well.
yeah, I figured as much.
Am I a dick if I say that the graphics aren't quite doing it? I'm a dick. That makes me a dick.
Yeah.
I can't say that.
That's the definition of a dick right there.
Because it doesn't look as good as Streets of Rage 4, and
you don't want it to look like, you don't want the pixel thing. You want the fancy graphics.
Yeah, I think I do a little.
I prefer fancy graphics over pixel things too. Those are the professional terms, right?
I think, yeah,
Fancy
well,
graphics
sure.
and pixel things. Okay.
Totally.
Okay.
But because I feel like you got Streets of Rage 4, right? That game came out already. This is like, okay, I get it. It's Turtles and it's a spiritual successor to the arcade game. But it doesn't have to
Konami
look
involved,
exactly
I
like
believe.
it.
Yeah.
That's
Konami
all.
wouldn't have to be involved.
I know. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. I feel like I wish it could. I don't know, because they showed like some video first. I wanted it to look like the video.
Oh, you wanted to look like full animation.
Yeah,
like the actual early '90s cartoon.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't look like totally as good as the '90s cartoon. Yeah, do that. Come on, Streets of Rage is like, I think that's like a gorgeous looking game.
They could. Maybe they'll have a filter on there.
I mean, when this game comes out in 2023, maybe things will change.
This is coming out soon.
I know.
They showed quite a bit of the gameplay in that little bit of trailer they showed.
Right. I'm definitely getting it, by the way.
This is coming out in, I don't know, a month, 2 months, something very soon.
Yeah, I'm in. I realize that I'm being a little dick. I'm going to play it anyway and get it and buy it, whatever. What else we got?
I played through another little pixelated game that you guys would apparently hate, because you're old and jaded. And
no, I like pixel. I feel like if it's like the next game from the Streets of Rage people, it has to look as good as Streets of Rage. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, no, I don't like pixel games. But what do you got?
I've got Sir Lovelot.
Sounds made up.
It's a game that came out last week. And I played through the entire thing. I got all the achievements, 1,000 out of 1,000. So it's very doable. It's in the same vein as a Super Meat Boy type thing, but it's easier. It's not as unforgiving as Super Meat Boy.
Okay.
So you are a little knight character that kind of looks like Bomberman a little bit, like his style. And the premise of the game is every level has a tower with a princess in it, like the Rapunzel hair coming down.
Okay.
And so in that level, and it's multiple screens, it's not just one screen like Super Meat Boy. So it's multiple screens to the levels. You go through the level and you have to find like flowers. There's a flower in every level, and you grab that flower, and you grab that, you give it to the princess at the end. You climb up her hair to complete the level. There's a lot of other little secret stuff that you can find along the way as well. So the whole premise is you get to the level, you go climb into the tower, little hearts come out. There's some sexy time for cheapy. And then the next level that you go in starts from that tower, where the girl is like all mad that you're leaving and has like a broken heart, and then you're off to the next tower and next princess. So
he's horny.
Yeah. So after, I don't know, 41 levels of that, I think I played through.
Nice.
It's good though. It's a really entertaining little game.
Cool. Sir Lovelot. Yeah, I looked at some pictures while you were talking about it. It looked cute.
It does look cute.
It's got like you can attack as well, like, right? So you have like almost a Mega Man style blaster type thing going on as well.
As knights do.
Yeah. Why not?
What else?
I also played a little bit of a game that's coming out this week on PC called Evo Wave. Do you know anything about this?
No, I'm going to Google it though while you talk about it.
I think you might be interested in at least the first level and the aesthetics. So I think I've only played through some of the first section, and it's a 3D platformer, but it kind of has like a res look to it in the first level. And I think this is the type of game where it's split up into 3 different sections of the game, and the game like evolves as you go along in graphics.
Okay.
So it's all vector based in the first part, and it's got like a very 80s synth soundtrack going to it.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I'm looking at it right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is my shit right here.
Yeah. So it's all fluorescent. And
what am I doing in this game?
Walking around and collecting stuff, and you have like a spin attack move that you hit the other guys around. You're talking to the other characters, they're giving you missions, that type of thing. So it's a 3D platformer type of game, but it's it's not like a super skill based type of platforming. It's more about the experience.
Okay, I see this. This looks cool. It comes out tomorrow, so I can't see any reviews here on Steam, but yeah, it looks like I would like to play this.
Yeah,
Cool.
so Evo Wave
Nice
is the name of that one. I'm enjoying it so far, but like I said, I'm very early on into it.
Yeah, now I have to search my Gmail for Evo Wave to see if there's any review keys in there that might have come my way. Shipwreck, it's time for your slightly uncomfortable segment.
It's something I look forward to every week now.
Yes, we all do. All right,
Me
so
too.
You could probably guess what this week's is going to be about. In case you haven't been following the news, there's an NBA player. He's on the Miami Heat. What's the guy's name, Ship? You would know this.
Myers Leonard.
Right. And
Why is his name backwards?
a lot of stuff is backwards, apparently.
So
this guy, he's an NBA, he's a center, right?
Yeah, he's a 7 foot tall guy.
But he's not the starting guy.
He's never been the starting guy. He's a career backup.
Okay. That explains. Okay, so that explains why he also is a Twitch streamer. And he has, not only is a Twitch streamer, he was in like FaZe Clan, which is a big deal. And he had some advertising sponsorship agreements with some gaming
Story
stuff.
of my life.
And he was playing everybody's favorite game, Call of Duty Warzone. And he was trying to shoot some guy, and he used the K word for a Jewish person. And, that's not great. And,
No, that's the opposite of great.
Right. And so he had and you know what his response was, Shep, when he called out on it? Did you hear what he had to say? Well, I guess maybe it was part of his apology.
And I read his apology, and it seemed like it was a true apology. It wasn't the I'm sorry someone got offended apology.
Okay.
It was a genuine apology. His main conceit was he didn't really know what the insult meant.
He didn't know what the word meant.
Do you believe that?
Do you believe that a 29-year-old man doesn't know what that word means?
Do
you believe that
there's a small part
involved with the NBA, involved in the NBA, who has probably come across, an owner or two, is unfamiliar with that term and what it might mean?
What are you saying, Wombat? You're saying like he's used that term before in describing some owners, perhaps, and
or agents, or managers, or many Jewish people in the NBA organization.
I don't know. I honestly don't know on this. I think you guys come at it from a very different angle than I do, because obviously.
You mean the one where it means something to us?
Yeah. No, I mean, you're exactly right. Like,
I know
to a lot of people, I don't think they know what that really means. Like, in the way, like, did you watch the clip of it?
Yes.
He actually pauses before he even says it,
because he's not sure if he should say it or not.
Yeah, because I don't know that he quite understands what it, like, the level of what it was or what it actually meant. Like, he knew it was an insult, but I don't know for sure. I'm just
spitballing. I get it.
Yeah,
did you see the Julian Edelman thing?
No, I don't know what that is.
Julian Edelman is a wide receiver for the New England Patriots, multiple Super Bowl winner.
Yep.
Good player. Also a Jewish American man who spends a good amount of time in Miami and invited Myers Leonard to his next Shabbat dinner.
Wow.
Next time he's in Miami, so he can hopefully educate him, on what it means to be Jewish and what Jewish people are like and why that word is not a good word to use, which I thought was a pretty upstanding thing to do.
Sure. We're a classy people.
We're a classy people. I've never been invited to Julian Edelman Shabbat dinner, but
start throwing around some.
I need to start throwing around some slurs.
Well, some people in the chat say that they really didn't know what that word meant.
I don't think it's as, like, depending on what region you're from, which I know he's originally from Illinois. Like, he's a Midwest. Like, he knows it's a word, definitely. But like, to be honest, I know not to say it. But also, to be honest, I was on Wikipedia looking up, like, okay, what does this word actually come from?
Here's a fun fact. I never heard that word before until I saw Porky's for the first time when I was 12. Because that word is used a lot in that movie.
Nice.
Mm.
So it holds up real well.
Well, there's a Jewish classmate that some of the bad guys, they
didn't like him.
I don't like him.
All right.
Yeah, so I'm willing to give him somewhat the benefit of the doubt. Like, should he say it? Absolutely not.
Right. Well, what do you think should happen to him? That's my question. That's the real question of this segment here. Is he done? Should his career be over?
What career? The streaming or the NBA?
Either. The streaming career is over. That's already over.
I don't know if it's over. I mean, you can keep streaming. There's nothing that stops you from streaming. You just got to get people to sponsor you if you want to make money at it.
No,
NBA,
they can ban you for saying that on stream and ban your account.
Sure.
I don't know
if they
I don't know.
I mean, I don't know. Like, I literally don't know anything about this guy, if he's been a problem for a while or not.
He's really tall, though.
He's really tall. I watched his highlight reel to remind myself of his tallness.
Yeah.
He very much likes to dunk a ball when he's near the rim.
Me too.
Yeah, same.
His NBA career, I think you got to do more than that to ruin your NBA career, unless they were looking to
get rid of
another
him.
Backup center. Anyways,
right.
Like, you're allowed learning moments in these type of things.
Okay.
Right?
Fair enough.
I'm willing to give him the benefit of the doubt. A 2 strikes and you're out.
If he goes to Hebrew school and gets bar mitzvah, I will give him the benefit of the doubt.
If he gets circumcised,
Yes.
I'm willing to.
Yes, and Wombat has to perform the circumcision.
You got it.
We've solved the problem.
Get my knife.
Right. I'm a little nervous, buddy. Here, let me get over there.
It's steady as a rock.
I played too much.
But this is my cutting hand.
I mean, honestly, I bet this introduces the word to a lot of people.
Yeah, which could be a bigger problem in itself.
It's either I can't decide whether it's a bigger problem or a good awareness type of thing. It could go either way.
Probably not
a problem.
Nothing good.
Probably a problem.
Yeah, I don't see anything good per se coming out of it. But anyway, all right,
Don't say it. I guess that's the good. Like, hey, maybe don't say that.
Yeah, it's like, don't talk about the Holocaust unless you're really talking about like some fact about it, and don't use that word. Really, pretty easy.
Yeah, it's fairly simple.
Pretty simple.
Mm-hmm.
What word can you use instead? I think that's what everybody.
Jewish gentleman or lady.
Well, I don't think that there's jerk. But look at that.
Oh
jerk.
yeah. Oh, you're talking about in a heated gamer moment.
In a heated. I like the Jewish gentleman in that scenario.
Yeah.
Oh my God! What is that Jewish? Oh, I shot that Jewish gentleman in the face. Because I yell jerk a lot when I play Fortnite. That's my go-to is jerk.
Yeah, I just say like motherfucker.
I don't know. I had to mumble that.
We're
not children.
I don't know. I saw one of my friend's kids in the chat earlier, and he's like 12. So I don't know.
He's the right age to watch Porky.
My friend's not doing a good job parenting, I noticed. Letting his kid watch my show. Maybe he's supervised. I don't know. Anyway, that's it. That's it for Shipwreck's Slightly Uncomfortable segment. I think we solved that like pretty easily. We're solving everything really tonight. Microsoft. Microsoft's acquisition of Bethesda is now official. It has been approved by the authorities and signed on the dotted line. And they announced that there will be some games that are exclusive to Xbox and PC. I don't think that's a big
all the
surprise.
games that don't have existing contracts.
All the games?
I think so. Yeah, unless it's like a games as service, no, because Elder Scrolls Online is already on everything, and they'll just release. I think expansions they release for that will continue to be multi-platform. But if it's a new game, like a new game, I'm thinking exclusive because you don't, like I said, you don't spend $7 billion to not take your ball and go home.
I mean, yeah, you're you want to sell those Game Pass and on PC and Xbox and Xboxes also. Yeah, it makes sense. So, all right, that's something to look forward to.
Well, if you're a Microsoft,
Right? If you have an
person, it is.
Xbox and a PC, or a PC, if not,
Right.
then you'll
It's not
probably
something to look forward to.
well, you'll be looking forward to buying an Xbox or a PC if you want to play those games, which is the intention of the $7 billion spend.
You still have Spider-Man coming to Avengers, though. If you,
Dude,
Yes,
Avengers.
this-
I see
That
like
update is next week. I know you're exciting. It's
The Spi-
next.
the Spider-Man one is?
No, the Hawkeye one next week.
That still hasn't happened yet?
No, it's next week.
this
Dude,
is
let
the
me tell you
second Hawkeye.
something.
The first Hawkeye is already in there.
The
Yeah.
girl Hawkeye or the
Yeah.
Her name is Kate Bishop.
fine girl Hawkeye? Hawkowl.
Kate.
All I know is I see Instagram ads for Marvel's Avengers, and it's almost like a satire because it's just one version of Hawkeye after another in these sponsored Instagram posts.
Yeah, it's like this thing that isn't out yet. Don't you want to buy this more stuff for this guy that you've never used before? It's really dumb. I don't know who is in control of this, but they need to pull back on these levers.
I saw there was
yeah.
like a chunky Iron Man as well.
But yeah, the chunky Iron Man was pretty lame looking. I haven't booted up that game in like 3 months. So
When I want to see the marketing push when is Spider-Man still coming? You
he
he's still
must
coming?
be. Didn't they just say something about it? Like
I think that was
nothing
me.
other than
I
he's
just said
still
something
coming.
about it a little,
No, I
months
mean
ago.
like it was in something recently where they're like, oh yeah, and don't forget Spider-Man's still coming.
That's crazy. How did they not just have that be the first character that come out? And why Hawkeye? Why?
Why two Hawkeyes? It's not the Hawkeye.
One Hawkeye is fine because it does give you the bow and arrow mechanic.
Fine.
Yeah, I like the idea of a Hawkeye.
Not first. Not first.
I don't like the idea of a Hawkeye followed by a Hawkeye.
It's crazy. It is crazy.
And that it took 3 months in between Hawkeyes.
Is there somebody in between Hawkeye and Spider-Man?
I maybe
Hawkeye.
Mhm. Another Hawkeye. I don't even Mockingbird. That's Bullseye when Bullseye dressed up as Hawkeye from when he was in the Thunderbolts. There you go.
So
There was a
weird.
third Hawkeye. I found him.
Why would you take the character? They literally made like an SNL sketch making fun of Hawkeye about how he's the lame Avenger. Why would you focus like the premiere launch DLC on Hawkeye? It's crazy. Somebody really liked Hawkeye on that team.
I
That
also
must be
like
it.
that people complain that there aren't enough villains in the game, and the villain that they released with Hawkeye is just Evil Hulk. Because that's different. Haven't seen Evil Hulk in the game yet. Abomination that I fought 5 times is completely different than the other Evil Hulk that they're about to put in the game.
Like,
I didn't know about Evil Hulk. I'm excited about Evil Hulk.
Yeah, the Maestro. They're putting in Maestro Hulk, which I can't imagine fighting him is going to be much different than fighting Abomination. I guarantee you he's going to run at me and I'm going to have to move out of the way and he's going to go into a wall and that'll stun him. And then I hit him in the butt until he dies.
We play that game. Dash and I play that game where I have to be the boss. I'm usually Rhino. And he's Spider-Man or Miles Morales. And I have to run at him and run into the wall and get stunned. And then he attacks me.
Yep, he attacks you in the butt.
Yeah,
Mhm.
It's a pretty great. He understands the boss battles of what has to happen here for him to take down somebody bigger than him.
The level 2 boss battle in every Spider-Man game.
Mhm.
Level 1, of course, is always the shocker.
does he also know that Hawkeye is lame?
Hawkeye's not lame. First,
He doesn't
of all.
know Hawkeye.
You know what I mean.
He thinks Hawkeye's
Exactly.
Falcon. We've talked about this before.
Exactly. You've proven my point 100%.
I would like Falcon in the game. That'd be cool. Like they couldn't have time to have Falcon or Winter Soldier in the game the week that Falcon and Winter Soldier is coming out on Disney Plus.
Nice. Yeah,
Which
that
is
would be
next
good. That would have
week.
been good.
They couldn't have timed that at all. That's where I'm like, you guys just don't know what you're doing. They could have ridden that hype train if they had Vision ready during the Scarlet Witch WandaVision being on, that game probably would have had a boost in sales because people were like, "Oh, they added Vision. I love Vision right now."
Yep. You're not wrong.
I know I'm not wrong.
All right, let's move on to the CAG bag, and then we'll get to our WandaVision spoiler talk. This is from actually a lot of people wrote in about this, specifically Jay Lebowski and Keck3969. Shipwreck, please give an update on the Cat Genie toilet. We have 3 cats, and my wife hates the litter dust. Please give opinions on cat usage, acceptance, ease of use, and where you place the unit in your home.
That's a lot of updates there.
But a lot of people asked about it.
So we're slowly in the introduction process of getting them to switch, right? So the way you do that is basically you just let the other litter boxes get super dirty. So then they're like, yeah, guess I'm gonna try this other one over here. This one's all full up.
You put it right next to the new one.
Yeah. So it's right next to the new one. It's in my like furnace room, storage room. So we as we talked about, we hooked up a new water line to it. So we don't have it like sitting beside a toilet in one of our main bathrooms or not.
That's what the website shows. I looked at the website.
Yeah, it shows that none of our bathrooms are really like it would be in the way in any of our bathrooms.
Yeah, it looks big.
Yeah. So we like it so far. I think 3 cats, it says it's good for up to 3 cats. I think you got to be careful there because you want to make sure that like every time a cat goes, then it goes through this whole cleaning process for like 15 minutes afterwards.
So it can't be used.
So yeah, the other cats are not going to be interested in it while there's water swirling around in it. So I think 2 cats, like I think we were probably going to have to get another one of these if it catches on. So
you gotta. I envision Howard Stern finding out about this. He's got like 12 cats or something ridiculous like that. So he would need to install like 10 of these things.
A whole room full.
A whole room. I mean,
that's so much litter. 12 cats is so much litter.
It's insane.
Cats poop a lot.
I know.
Like
it sounds crazy. Luckily, he has a gigantic house, so he could have like a whole level for just the cats.
Yeah, and one of the reasons like we made the switch also is like our latest cat, his back legs don't work. Like
I saw the X-rays.
Oh, did you? Oh, she posted them. Okay, yeah. So he literally doesn't have like bones. Like he's missing bones, like big bones in his back legs. I think he doesn't have any fibulas. I think
gotta have bones.
Gotta have bones. So his legs are literally like on backwards and up underneath him. So his paws are like facing his belly. So in the standard cat litter box, he just comes out with all the poop hanging all over him, right? And all the litter. Not what you want. So
this is better.
Yeah.
Nice.
Bones are good too. I would suggest cats with bones.
Right. Can you buy a bone insertion? Yikes.
So he doesn't know that he doesn't have any bones though. He's a very happy, constantly purring cat.
Oh, that's good. That cat sounds like it belongs at Howard Stern's house. They take in all those like messed up cats.
I think the Shipwreck house is a pretty good second place.
No, yeah, I'm sure. I'm not. It's not a competition. I'm just saying.
I'm pretty sure it's a competition.
All right. At Toxtra writes in, and he says, after seeing the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles arcade game announced and your Inspector Gadget tweet, I tweeted about Inspector Gadget earlier. What cartoon or character would you like to see get a video game? Inspector Gadget. He already got one, I think, but it probably sucked.
I'm sure it was terrible.
He's got a couple. Yeah,
I'm sure. I don't know.
That's not going to happen, though. I still want a Knight Rider game.
How about Popeye? Have they ever made a good Popeye game?
Yes, it's called Popeye.
What about Popeye? Can I get a game with Popeye in it?
Oh, Knight Rider's not a cartoon. It has to be
Knight
a cartoon or character.
Knight Rider had a cartoon, didn't it?
I don't believe it did.
No.
Didn't have Knight Rider animated series?
No. There needs to be a Knight Rider anime. have it take place in Japan. It'd be fucking awesome.
There
I'm
is
gonna
one.
write
It's
it
called
right now.
Kamen Rider.
No. That's not it. Think how cool that would be. Like instead of a Firebird, it's some cool Japanese car, like a Nissan GTR, and it's in Tokyo, and it's not David Hasselhoff, but it's a skinny Japanese guy, and it'll be great. Chest hair, maybe.
What about Bugs Bunny? But he's in a castle, and the castle's crazy.
Never heard of it.
No.
I all of them. Just make all the cartoon characters in the video games. I will play through them all.
Okay.
Yeah. Mask is one that's
Not
ripe.
gonna happen.
Mask.
Right.
Would they get
Right
share for that? Oh, different mask. Sorry.
Yeah. It's weird because all the that's the same year as Mask.
Yes, it is the same year. Yeah.
I think they're both 1985.
Look, we got a good Transformers game. I think you really can't ask for much more.
Silverhawks.
Mask.
What about a Silverhawk?
I mean, yeah, I'd like to play as Bluegrass.
Yeah, yes. You could choose your character. I'd be Copper Kid. Wasn't that his name?
Yes. You could be Copper Kid.
Why do I know that? That's the other question.
Who is your favorite Silverhawk?
Yeah, who's your favorite Silverhawk?
I didn't watch that show.
I think you meant to say Quicksilver, I believe.
I think that was the wrong time period for me. What year was that?
Probably like 87.
Silverhawks? Which one was that? Is that the horse? The guys? I didn't like that show.
Silverhawks is Thundercats in space.
No, you're thinking of Brave Star. You're thinking of horses.
I didn't watch this show.
Well, that's your own problem.
Huh.
That is your own problem.
This looks like a Battle of the Planets, like, but shittier.
Yes.
It was Thundercats in space.
It had some good bad guys.
Okay.
Yeah, it did. Come up with their names, please.
There was the red guy, Red Spikes.
The red spike guy was the main guy.
Red Spiky. There was
Saw guy, green and yellow Saw guy.
There was also was it like a yellowish, greenish ball man? Wasn't that Silverhawks too?
It was like a molecule type guy.
Yeah, Ball Man.
Yeah, Ball Man was there. I remember Ball Man.
Love
I want to say
Ball
the bad guy's name was something like Monstar.
Yes, I think that's the name. I think that was the main guy. That was Spiky Red Guy.
Spiky Red Guy was Monstar.
Wasn't there was there a guy who looked like a bull, or am I making that up?
No, there was. There was a guy that looked like a Minotaur.
Yeah, right? A Minotaur guy? Yeah.
Yep, there definitely was him. And then I'm having trouble remembering who the lady Silverhawk, what her name was.
I couldn't tell you.
She had the short hair. It was
I remember the Bluegrass action figure though did have a removable cowboy hat. And the cowboy hat had a hole in the top.
All the action figures were like chrome.
Come.
They were great.
Yeah.
They came with their various birds.
Mm-hmm. And you could push a button and their arms would go like that.
Yeah, sidekick bird and Silverhawk.
Sorry.
And no, we're not Googling any of this because we don't cheat.
Right.
No,
never.
All right, last question. Then we got WandaVision spoilers. This is from Shanafan. He asks or says, EA is shifting the Need for Speed team this year so they can focus on the next Battlefield. And they cite COVID-19 as one of the reasons. With the pandemic in effect for over a year now, at what point are companies not allowed to use COVID as an excuse for a game's delay?
When the pandemic's over. And you know what? It isn't. So stop with your stupid questions.
When people can go back to the office and work together. Mm-hmm. Is that the answer?
When I could go outside without fear of death. That is the answer.
You can go outside without fear of death, but you maybe can't go to an office without fear of...
Can't even go to Target without fear of death.
Yes, you can. Come on. You're not going to get anything at Target with a mask.
A little bit.
How? What? I mean, not from COVID. Maybe someone kill you there just because you're Jewish. No, well, come on. I mean, do you ever get in within 6 feet of somebody when you go to Target? I don't.
Probably.
I don't.
The people trying to sell me cell phones.
Or solar power.
We don't get that here.
Oh, no.
No.
Maybe not at Target. Somewhere else.
No, maybe.
You don't have enough sun there. Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah,
we've answered Shanafan's question.
When do you guys get your vaccines?
Me?
I get I don't get mine until April. I know you got yours already, Ship.
I've got one.
How did you get one?
I got on a wait list.
But how?
Someone came to.
But I'm not eligible in New York to get the vaccine no matter what.
You get on a wait list, you should be.
No, you have to be over 60.
Well, but there's not enough over 60. Like they have extra vaccines that they just throw out at the end of the day.
I signed up for that Dr. B website.
I don't know what that is.
That was in the New York Times.
It sounds made up.
No, it was in the New York Times.
No, so we just got on the wait list. We got called the same day we were put on the wait list.
That's insane to me.
That's because in Ohio people don't believe in it.
It was an hour later after we were on the wait list, and it was, hey, come on down. I ran out to my car and immediately went there.
That's not the case here, unfortunately.
Nope.
Nope.
So. I have to wait until April 4th. My goal is to be fully vaccinated.
All the vaccines out.
Yeah.
But I don't.
Maybe you just wait by the dumpster at the hospital.
I don't need it right now because I work from home anyway. I don't go out much. I don't need. I'm not a public facing person. There's no real
I'd
urgency.
like to be able to see Black Widow in the movie theater. That's my goal.
Oh, then you definitely need the vaccine. I mean, that was actually listed on the eligibility.
I'm just saying.
Wants to see a movie.
I would like to see a movie. I would like to be vaccinated so I could go see a movie. Just saying.
Right.
I think that makes me a bad person.
I'm just saying that. I don't think that was on the list.
No, I'm on the list because I'm fat.
I know. I saw that. What about tall? Can't we get tall people on the list?
I don't think so.
Like I could hit my head on something and then have to go to the hospital. It happens.
It's more like if I got COVID, I'd be dead. If you got COVID, you'd be fine.
But I could hit my head on something somehow. I don't know. You're right. I'm fine.
Mm-hmm.
Everything's fine.
Yes.
Vaccine was good though.
Yeah.
I got the Pfizer one.
How's your arm? Pfizer, that's good.
Pfizer, yeah. My arm. It was pretty sore for I don't know a day. Not anything terrible, but more than just like the standard flu vaccine. It was sore, and then after that, good to go.
That's gonna go on my left arm, my non-table tennis arm.
That's smart.
Yeah. All right, let's wrap the show up, and then we will get into our WandaVision spoilers. Let's remind everybody to watch us live on Twitch on Wednesday nights, 9 p.m. New York time, twitch.tv/cheapassgamer. We're having so much fun here, but we could have more fun if you came and watched and chatted with us and made fun of me in the chat, which I see plenty of people are doing throughout the show. It's great. Let's remind everybody that I have another show on Friday at 3:00 on Twitch called Proper Modulation. This week, I don't think that we're going to be talking about Howard this week because he's on vacation and I'm tired of talking about Howard. But we're going to be taking your phone calls, I think. So we can talk about whatever you want. Whatever you want. Anything. What else, Wombat, do you want to remind people of?
Don't forget to use my creator code when getting your next Fortnite season next week before the next show. That is Wombat5277 is my Fortnite creator code. Please use it when signing up for your next season. And also go to hellofresh.com/CAGcast12 and use code CAGcast12 for 12 free meals, including free shipping.
Excellent. Now let us smoothly transition to our WandaVision spoiler talk.
Bread's done. Spoiler talk time.
Hold on, I'm going to put up the spoiler image, and I will play the spoiler sound effect so people know that shit is popping off and it's about to get real. So there will be spoilers for WandaVision. If you hear this siren, it's not a tornado. It's WandaVision spoilers.
Okay, that's enough of that.
You didn't like that? All right. What else?
That's enough of that.
I have no more sound effects to play for you.
So what do we think? What'd you think? What do you have to say? Say something.
Here's what I got to say. I was surprised that the only like hero in the series was really a person that didn't exist. Vision's incarnation was really the only good guy in the series.
So are you expecting there to be a last minute cameo or something? I mean, there was Monica.
Well,
Yeah. Photon was a good guy.
she wasn't in it that much. She was at a minor role. She did have a heroic moment for sure. Okay, I'll say that.
And there was a scene of hers that was cut. Maybe you would have liked it if it wasn't.
Of Rambo?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
There was a scene where she was supposed to fight the rabbit. And that actually got cut.
Oh, okay. That's weird.
Uh-huh.
I was just surprised that, they made a deal, literally a song and dance number. Agatha, what was it?
Agatha all along.
Agatha all along. But the reality was it wasn't Agatha all along. It was Wanda all along. And Agatha, was fucking around a little bit in there. But Wanda did everything to create the scenario that resulted in an entire town being kidnapped for 5 days, like hundreds of people kidnapped and mentally tortured for 5 days. Agatha brought her out of it, actually, unintentionally, I guess.
I think there's that the part of it is, was she being manipulated by Agatha without even subconscious manipulation?
No.
When she was coming by and being the neighbor and all the stuff about, keeping everything together, was that her manipulating her in a way?
I will say no, and I'll tell you why. Because
tell me why.
Agatha is drawn to Wanda after the fact. Once Wanda had already set up everything.
Wanda builds everything up, and then Agatha shows up.
It seems like Agatha is more intent on actually bringing her out of it, because she wants Wanda to use her powers so she can suck the powers out of her. And Wanda is not using her powers in this scenario. She only used her powers to create everything. And apparently Agatha needs her to be actively shooting out the beams to suck them in. And that was not happening because they were pretending not to. They were not using their powers during, while they were living their family life. So I just was really surprised. I was surprised that they made Agatha straight up the bad guy. And Wanda was also she certainly wasn't a good guy.
Wanda's not a good guy. No, that's kind of the point. Yeah. She's at the end of this. She's not a good guy. She's not the hero. She's not redeemed. And I think I kind of like that. That's how they did that.
It was, that is cool. But it was a little weird how they just sort of they're like, all right, this woman who just kidnapped a whole town and tortured people, she just left, and I guess, but we got this other dude. We got this dude who runs S.W.O.R.D. who we're going to arrest him somehow for some reason, even though he was trying to stop this woman who was kidnapped an entire town and was torturing them.
Well, he was lying and doctoring footage.
Oh, he was lying. Oh no, he lied. We should arrest him.
He's going to go to. I don't think he's going to prison, but he was a bad guy.
Was he?
Yeah.
Compared to Wanda, he was pretty good, I feel.
Yeah, compared to Wanda, he's good. It doesn't mean he's not a criminal too.
Right.
But Wanda, they're not going to stop Wanda. They're not going to be able to put her into prison. Not at this point. Not with the power that she now has. And there are a lot of people well, they were able to put her into prison after Civil War. I'm like, yeah, but that was a different power set. She wasn't the Scarlet Witch.
She's jacked up now.
Yeah. Yeah. Now she's crazy astral plane reading a book while making tea in her physical form.
Right.
Banana boat.
Dr. Strangelove style.
Dr. Strange. No love.
Strangelove. I want to watch that again. I'm waiting for Ty to get 2 years older. Shipwreck, what'd you think of the series?
No, I agree with most of what you guys are saying. I mean, I think that, she did a lot of bad stuff, but some of it she did accidentally and then compounded the problem because of her feelings for what she had created, right?
Right.
So
I will say I think Wanda's redeemable.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
Is she going to be?
She felt bad for what she did.
I got that. She did.
I think she felt bad for what she did. She didn't kill anybody, which is a very intentional move on the showrunner's part to not have her kill any innocent people, because if she killed an innocent person, even accidentally, within this hex mind stuff, if someone just couldn't take it and killed themselves,
Can't get past that.
yeah, you wouldn't be able to get past that. I'm glad they didn't go that dark.
Right.
Because they
They're
could
never going to go that dark.
No.
It's Disney.
It's on the Disney. It's Disney Plus. They're not going to go that dark.
Mm-hmm.
They weren't going to go to the dark levels of the Visions comic.
No, not that dark. Although they did kill Sparky. But that was Agatha.
Yeah.
And that's why Agatha is worse than Wanda, because Agatha
she killed a dog, and that's the cardinal sin. It really is. Like, you can't come back from killing a dog. Like,
but it could have been a fake dog, but it probably wasn't. We don't know for sure.
We don't know. Yeah, we don't know if it was a real dog or a fake dog.
Right.
Could have been a metaphysical dog.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. We don't know. We don't know what was real and what wasn't. We don't know if the kids were completely imaginary or not either.
Right. They seem to be.
There is that. Yeah. But then they had that end scene where they were calling out to her.
Yep.
Which is
hinting that they may come back.
Unnerving.
Right. Is she going to be a bad guy when Doctor Strange 2 comes out?
I don't think she's necessarily a bad guy, or again, maybe not even necessarily a good guy, as much as she is someone who has answers, is going to be my guess. Someone who, especially if she knows the Darkhold back and forth, if she, if that's really what she's studying, she's going to know more about dark magic than Doctor Strange is going to know about dark magic. So it's going to be a question of what she, is Doctor Strange going to help her find her kids if she helps Doctor Strange do whatever? Is my guess.
Yeah, she's going after the kids, obviously.
Yeah, and it's interesting because Doctor Strange 2 comes out when a WandaVision season 2 would have come out, but there is no WandaVision season 2. It's just Doctor Strange 2 instead.
Right.
Where do we think White Vision went?
And somewhere else. I mean, it's
back to his home planet.
Right.
Somewhere else.
Somewhere else.
I really liked that whole scene in the moment, like the two Visions, and like, because at first I was like, oh gosh, they're gonna make Vision kill himself here. Like,
right.
It was not gonna end well, but then we got the whole ship of Theseus going on, and
I like that a lot. I like that it didn't come down to just punching each other until someone was.
It was cool to watch them punch each other, though.
It was cool but that's just it. It's like you got your best of both worlds. It was cool to watch them both beat each other up. And then
I know some people complained that like it devolved into standard Marvel at that point, but
you have to have some of that.
All right. I like to see Vision fighting himself and not having an upper hand because they both can phase through each other.
Right. Don't you think there was like the sword guys when they programmed White Vision, like maybe just say, hey, target this guy. Here's a picture of him. Just go after this dude. You don't even need to know his name.
I think that they were just happy that they got it to work.
Sure.
Like they weren't going to mess with it. Like, what can we do? I don't know, just program them to attack Vision and hit the go button. I don't want to futz with it. Like in the old days, when your TV would finally get a picture and you have the antenna, you're like, don't touch the antenna.
Right. It worked. It's on. Just don't.
It's on. Just don't touch it.
Don't ask any questions.
Exactly.
What about the scene where Wanda shows up at Sword and she asks to see Vision's body?
Yes.
And they say, sure. And they bring out Vision's body while they're like cutting it up into tiny pieces.
Yes, that's to get a reaction. That's to get her upset.
What reaction were they looking for?
They wanted her to get upset because
and kill everybody.
No, because she wouldn't do that. Again, it's not in her nature.
Or kidnap everybody. What if?
No.
What if
they wanted to see if she had the power in that emotional state to bring him back to life?
I see. But couldn't she have that could have gone very wrong. That seems like a bad idea.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mess with her.
That's why he let her down there. And that's why when she touched the head and said, I can't feel him, she just left. Because to her, that wasn't him. There was no soul there anymore.
Right. Too bad she didn't they showed her his body instead of her just walking away. What if she had her freak out right there and created her bubble right where the sword place, and turned all those people into the town.
Because the triggering moment wasn't that. That wasn't the trigger that had her set off the town.
It was when she saw the shitty house that Vision picked out.
It was when she saw that Vision wanted to build the life for them, and that's when the grief kicked in, and she built the town around her. So that's the reason.
Vision, but I'm just an empty lot, and all the houses behind us are like dilapidated. No. Okay, and I enjoyed the series. I'm not hating. It was fun. I had a good time watching it with my family.
It was fun. It was a good time. You have to remember also the context for what the series was originally supposed to be. It's kind of like not necessarily filler, but very much the in-between thing, not the main thing that it became. You know, we were supposed to have at this point another Black Widow, the Eternals. I think Shang-Chi was supposed to be out by now. Falcon and the Winter Soldier was supposed to be before WandaVision. All of these things were supposed to be before it or during it. That this show is just supposed to be like this other little thing that was on there also to kind of just, be a palate cleanser, I guess, between all this flashy Marvel stuff.
Yes.
So the fact that it's as good as it is at all is actually kind of crazy.
It overperformed.
It did. It definitely did. So
great. When's the next one? Falcon and the Snowman?
Not this Friday, but next Friday.
All right.
Falcon and the Snowman. Yeah, that's the joke. You're supposed to.
I know.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I'm
excited.
I'm also confusing movies with, movies and Marvel TV shows, classic movies.
Yeah. I'm excited for that. I hope it's good. I'm excited to see U.S. Agent in the MCU because he's an interesting character, and I'm interested to see how they pull it off. So,
excellent.
Yep.
Anything else you want to add, Chip, before we wrap it up?
No, I think we exhausted everything that was there. I'm most interested to see where White Vision shows back up.
And he will. And you know who's happy about that? Paul Bettany.
Oh, I'm happy about it.
Yeah, he's great.
He's great.
He's great.
He's great. I like how they did it. I like that my prediction was half true, where I said that at the end, Wanda and Vision would not be a couple anymore, but they would both be alive. I thought that Vision would have stayed in the town, but
one of them is somewhere.
Yeah, I'm saying he's above. He could come back to the town, but
he just went straight up and he came right back down.
Yeah.
I forgot. Everybody's here.
He's like, wait a minute. I own this plot of land. My name's on the deed.
Got to start building a house here.
I got to build my house here. My name's on the deed. I'm the Vision now.
All right, guys. Thanks very much for watching. We're going to raid Frank Howley right now. He's a really funny streamer. He's playing Fortnite Wombat, so get excited.